How can someone truly know you and be sold on you if you don't even know yourself? Welcome back, Queen. Today's episode is a personal one. I want to share something that I really don't think we talk about enough as business owners, moms, women, just humans trying to do life and figure things out. And that is simply, how can someone truly know you and be sold on you if you don't even know yourself? How can you expect your audience to buy from you, expect you to be the leader, the expertise that they are looking for when you don't even know yourself? Whew, this question hit me hard whenever I asked myself it. It has hit me hard over the past year. Over the past year, I've had to do some serious inner work to find myself again. It's been messy. There's been a lot of shadow work. There's been a lot of tears. There's been a lot of release, but I'm starting to finally feel myself breathe again. And that's a lot of it has to do with going through postpartum. I had really bad postpartum depression and anxiety, and the only support I got was here's a prescription we can give you, but you're not going to feel like yourself. To me, that was not an answer. To those that use that and it works for them, awesome. But I knew to get myself out of this cycle, I had to do the work. I had to find myself again. It wasn't necessarily that it was the postpartum depression and anxiety that was holding me back, that was making me lost and confused. It was more of my whole identity changed overnight. Welcoming my son into the world was the best thing. I can't even describe the emotions, the feelings, just the whole experience. It was amazing. But my whole life changed overnight. And I am someone that is a creature of habit. I don't like change. I thought I was prepared for the change. I thought I was prepared for what was going to happen. I thought I knew what to expect, but I didn't. You truly don't know. It's something that you can't prepare yourself for until it happens. And so I had to go back and I had to do the inner work. I had to get messy and I had to find myself again because I knew I could not be the business and mindset coach that you need me to be if I didn't know myself. I could not be the mom that my son needs me to be if I did not know myself. And so this past year has been a journey to find myself again. And it's been a long road, but I'm finally able to truly see the light at the end of the tunnel. Clarity is there. I know my purpose. I found my purpose again. I'm showing up as my best, true, authentic self for you and the best mom that I can be for my son. And it is a balance that I'm still getting used to, but it's truly amazing. Welcome back to Business and Brunch, where we are done building businesses that consume our whole identity. And instead, we're building businesses that fit into your life. I'm Alicia, business and mindset coach, marketing boutique agency owner, mom, and your permission slip to build a business that actually feels good and allows you to break the rules. If you're here for more money, more freedom, and a business that fits into your life, not the other way around, you're in the right place because this is just the way our life gets to be. Get ready to own your power, take up space, and make more money. Pour your coffee, open your notes app, and let's dive in. Let's get into it. I'm going to start you kind of from the beginning because it is a journey and I want to take you through this journey as real and raw as possible. Becoming a mom came with so many sacrifices I was not prepared for. Beautiful ones, yes, absolutely, but still sacrifices. And I found myself carrying this quiet resentment. I had resentment towards people that said that they would be there for me and never were. I had resentment towards my husband for being able to just carry on about his life like nothing changed. He had the freedom to just put on some shorts, shirts, shoes, and go out. And I couldn't do that. My whole life was now centered around keeping this tiny human alive and preparing leaving house based on his needs. And I found myself still giving, pouring into other people, showing up for other people, but I wasn't getting that in return. And that's what hit me the hardest. That is where I had to release the most of the disappointments and the letdown and not being able to have more space in my cup to pour into my own cup because I was giving it all out for other people. When I tell you I let go of a lot this year, I let go of so much. I let go of friends who said that they would be there for me, but they were never. They're gone. I don't give them my time and energy anymore. Family who never checked in are no longer entitled to access me. That was a really hard one because I've always been brought up as there is nothing stronger than blood. There's nothing stronger than a blood connection. Your family will always be there. Friends come and go, but family is there. And that was not true. That was a hard one for me. I had to let go of family members that never showed that they cared, and they are no longer in my life. They are no longer entitled to access me. Releasing these types of relationships has been hard. It has been lonely. And as online entrepreneurs, we already feel lonely in this space until we start building that community, which is why I'm so big on building a community, building connection, and building a circle of people who are working towards the same goal, who understand you. That is why I love my free community, the Cozy Biz Corner, because it's not just business chats. It's also a space for moms to chat and vent. You can talk about your hobbies. You can talk about your day. If you just need to let something go, the community is there for you. But I did not have this community before. And I thought the online community that I thought it was solid. I thought I had people in the online space that would be there for me. And they weren't. As soon as I stopped paying them, they disappeared. The relationship was just monetary. And that was another thing that was hard because I am a recovering people pleaser. I naturally give. I give. I pour into so much with other people. And I don't have enough to pour into myself. And I was not getting my cup filled up from other people. And it was disappointing. And they weren't necessarily to blame. The people aren't to blame. Honestly, it was two parts. I have let myself be guarded, so I only show a part of who I am online. And so it comes back to that question of how can people be sold on you? How can people know you if you don't know yourself? If you're putting so many walls up, how can they truly be part of your community? Now, I'm not saying share everything online. There's still things that can be private, but it is releasing those walls. It's releasing the guard. It is showing up as the authority, as the leader, being known for something, and building a community that is backed on who you want to be known for, building a community that is sold on you. And I did not have that. And realizing that I really did not have a community, realizing that I created this massive space, but no true connection, that's when I completely realized I lost who I was. There were moments I thought I found myself again throughout the last year where I'd feel a line on fire and I'd be like, yes, this is it. And then it would just vanish because it wasn't true. It still wasn't that authentic, genuine power. It still wasn't the little seed that grows into the person you're meant to be. And so when that feeling vanished, I was like, shoot, here I am stuck, alone, confused. Nothing is going right. Universe, please give me a sign. And I paused. The best thing I could have done for myself was pausing. I stopped selling offers. I stopped showing up. I stopped building the community because I needed to focus on myself. Who was I now? What did I stand for? How was I supposed to serve my clients when I didn't even know what I stood for anymore? I had to get through that work, do the inner, deeper, messy mindset work, do the shadow work, release, truly release, overcome resentment, overcome negative self-talk, overcome these emotions that were holding me back, holding me from being my true aligned self. And when I started to do the work, when I started to fertilize that little seed, when I started to watch it blossom, that is when the fog started to lift. And even on the days where it was a heavy, foggy day, where I was still like, this just isn't it, I went back to the one thing in my heart that I knew, and that is I will do whatever it takes to stay home with my baby. I will do whatever it takes to support my family. I will not put him in daycare for the sake of a paycheck. And that single truth is what has grounded me. That single truth is what has pulled me out of the fog. And once I realized that, I started to zoom out. And I realized that my mission has always been the same: to help more women become wealthy and increase their overall happiness. I've said this for years. I've gone through my content so many times, and the core message that kept popping up through content, through stories, through emails is to help women become wealthy and increase their overall happiness. even as a done for you service provider. At the end of the day, helping business owners with their marketing, with their sales, at the end of the day, the main purpose was to help them become more wealthy and increase their happiness. Now, let me tell you how this message got lost. I listened to too many people. This is where discernment comes in so much whenever it comes to taking advice, to consuming content, to listening to podcasts like this, to listening to your coach. You have to use discernment because sometimes that advice, it is with the best intentions possible, but if it is not meant for you and you treat it like it is the Bible, you will lose yourself. And that is exactly what happened to me. I had people tell me my mission was too surface level, that I needed to go deeper. I can't just sell money and happiness. And so I listened. They were in a better space than I was. They had a better business than I did. Surely they knew what they were talking about, but I overcomplicated it. I tried to go deeper, and I ended up completely losing myself in the process. I created problems that didn't exist. I lost my voice, my purpose, my momentum, and my business. Oh my gosh, it went through the slowest season I've ever had. And here I was thinking that I am being authentic. I am being my authentic self. I wasn't. I thought I was, but I was just being this watered down version of this little mimic that listened to Susie Q and Emma Jo and Mary Jane and all these different people. I was just parts of them in the online space. I created this version that was multiple different people, but it was not me. All because I listened to advice from people who didn't get my mission. And sometimes, you know what? It can really be that simple. Create wealthy women, help them be happy. That's it. That is the core of the work that I do every single day. That is the ultimate transformation. Is to help make you wealthy and to increase your happiness. Whether I'm coaching strategy and business planning, whether I'm helping with messaging and sales, guiding mindset work, or just being a living example of what it looks like to rewrite your own story. Every single day, I see women from all walks of life desperate for something more. The stay-at-home mom who wants more than just wiping butts and cleaning floors. She wants a way to earn an income. The corporate girly waking up every single day for a job she hates just to be treated like she's replaceable. Just to worry about if she's going to be one of those that receive the next round of emails that's telling her she's getting laid off. The college student terrified of what comes next because she knows the job market is a mess. She knows that there is a better way to earn a living than what has been ingrained in her whole life. The new entrepreneur sold into make 10K in 30 days dream from digital marketing and is now sitting in debt with a broken spirit. We all come from different walks of life, but at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. We want to be our version of wealthy, and we want to be happy. We want to breathe. We want to feel free. And again, we just want to be happy. Maybe it's the millennial in me. We've lived through a lot. We've lived through more trauma than a lifetime should have. But I think we all deserve to finally exhale and live, because the life that we were told to go into and to live is a scam. It is a scam to work 9 hours a day, to come home and have 2 hours with your children before you put them to bed. It is a scam to live a life that you're escaping from every single weekend. It is a scam to work for a paycheck and to never see the reward from it. And that is why I help women build and scale online businesses, because it is the best way I know how to make money without sacrificing your whole life in the process. With a business model built around you, you can put your life and happiness first. It's not a pipe dream. You can be a mom first. You can decide to earn just enough to feel good, to have your bills paid, to have a savings account, or you can build that empire that makes you a multimillionaire. You are in the driver's seat. You get to decide what your life looks like, how much you work, how much you earn, how free you feel. And as I sit here writing out this message, I'm actually in a floor bed with my 11, almost 12-month-old napping next to me. I know deep in my soul, I was made for this. I was put here to change lives. It's that simple. My mission, it's simple. Make women wealthy, wealthy on their own terms, and help them become happier humans. Because at the end of the day, what is the point of any of this if we're not happy? Whew. I told you this one was real and personal. Thank you so much for being here with me. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and share it on IG. Tag me at Alicia Croce so I can cheer you on and connect with you. And if you're ready to build a business that puts your life first, my membership, Simple Business Builder, is for you. It is for the women who are boldly ready to own their power, claim their space, build a business that sets them up for their future wealthy self. You can find more information about it in the show notes or connect with me on Instagram at Alicia Croce. I'll see you on the next one.